What is up, all you crypto fans? Something crazy in the market happened, and it really affected the entire market. Now it's with Terra, guys, Luna and Terra, and the Anchor Protocol. And then it's been a week now, so you guys probably have heard of this. But in this video, I'm gonna break down exactly what happened and how you might be able to get some of your money back. So as we all know, guys, Luna died, guys. Terra died. All right. So if you look over here, going on, and you can really see it was at once at 116. Now it's at 0.00019. So not even a penny, guys. What the F happened? And as you can see over here, because the deep pegging of UST, which is UST is probably at, what is it right now? 0.1212 cents. Because of that, a lot of exchanges, for example, like crypto.com and Coinbase, they're no longer accepting trades on it, you know? A lot of exchanges aren't. They completely just shut it off until something can be fixed. Or, well, honestly, I don't think it's gonna be fixed, but I'm gonna explain that later. So, guys, what happened? What happened? Do Kwon, by the way, is the CEO of Luna. He's the guy that founded that stuff and started it up. So, pretty much what happened? Anchor Protocol, if you guys may not know, has a wallet called LFG, aka Let's Freaking Go. All right. And pretty much what this wallet was meant for was if anything happens, they would be able to use LFG to be able to do buybacks to keep the price pegged, the UST price pegged at $1 if anything were to happen. So pretty much Do Kwon has been buying a whole lot of Bitcoin, a lot of Bitcoin assets in order to be able to have for emergencies. What happened? So I actually have the exact tweet over here that if you guys want the full tweet, I highly recommend that you guys do check it out. That the tweet was made by Charles Hoskinson. Okay. Pretty much what happened was it was complete market manipulation. And guys, and you can probably tell that by this going down within this pretty much this last week, it really did heavily affect the entire market. You know, if you look at the 7-day percentage, all of them are down. All of them are down, you know, because Anchor was known as a 20% APY protocol that was safe, that people trusted. People have been using this. It's one of the safest DeFi projects really out there. And that's really affected the market when it went down. But let me explain kind of what happened. I have the exact tweet here, but I'm going to summarize just to make it a little easier for you guys. So BlackRock and Citadel, are two companies, I guess, two banking companies is what I consider them. Pretty much what they did is they borrowed 100K worth of Bitcoin from Gemini. What they did is they swapped 25K of that into Bitcoin. And what they wanted to do is they want to swap 25K of that Bitcoin into UST. So what they did is they called Do Kwon. They called Do Kwon and said, hey, we have a lot of Bitcoin that we want to transfer over to UST. And because it's a whole lot, ooh, excuse me, because it's a whole lot, what they wanted to do is offer Do Kwon like a discount. Do Kwon then took the bait for the discount and they made the trade. When they made the trade, the supply of UST fell heavily. And at that point, BlackRock and Citadel dumped all the Bitcoin and all the UST, causing a massive slippage and triggering a cascade of forced selling in both assets, in Bitcoin and in UST. But the real problem was that BlackRock and Citadel knew that Anchor, which holds a lot of Luna, was pretty much a Ponzi scheme. And this crash would trigger more withdrawals than Anchor could ever repay, then enacting the LFG wallet. Because so many people were kind of like, I don't want to call it FOMOing or emotionally selling really quick because they saw the price dissipating very, very fast, the LFG wallet wasn't able to handle all the paybacks to the people that were selling. So this pretty much forced that UST pegged at $1 to pretty much depeg and go to like 12 cents. Okay, so long story short, what happened is BlackRock and Citadel, they borrowed a lot of Bitcoin. They wanted to transfer it over to UST, offered Do Kwon a discount. Do Kwon took it up. That decreased the supply a whole lot. Then BlackRock and Citadel then sold all their assets of the UST, caused the supply to decrease, causing a downtrend. A lot of people FOMO'd out, they feared and they FOMO'd out. I guess called FOMO, whatever. And then what they did is BlackRock and Citadel, now that the price of UST and Bitcoin is very cheap, they were able to then buy Bitcoin and fulfill their loan because Bitcoin was really cheap. So that's how, now that you guys know how it kind of works, this market manipulation kind of worked, let me explain a couple of the things that they're proposing to hopefully fix this. Now, if you can probably see on their forums, on their blogs, a bunch of these proposals, but let me kind of just go over really quick one of the ones that Do Kwon thought about it, one of his revival plans. One of his revival plans was to pretty much fork Anchor and redo it. What he wanted to do is he proposed a new token allocation and to give everybody back a percentage of the amount of Anchor that they have in there. There's a bunch of different proposals going out. Do Kwon wants to fork it. Some other guys want to be able to give back assets to holders within a certain cap of holdings that they have. Other people want to favor the people that have a lot. Some people want to favor the people that have a little. There's a whole bunch of proposals being passed around that you can vote for, and I highly do recommend that you do vote for it. This way your voice can be heard. You gotta get what you want. Long story short, there's a lot of proposals, and long story short, pretty much what happened is that actual banks manipulated Anchor to the Anchor protocol, Terra, Luna, whatever you want to call it, manipulated it, borrow a lot of money, decrease the supply, drop their price heavily, and long story short, they killed the project. I'm not gonna lie though, Do Kwon, if you actually read some of his Twitter posts, he isn't the nicest of people. Now let me show you what I mean by that. So I can't say that I did this research. Well, I didn't, but your friend Andy, this YouTuber, did a really fantastic job in explaining why Do Kwon is cocky, or he isn't really the best. If you knew what the personality behind Do Kwon, and if you knew him that was behind Anchor, personally, I probably wouldn't have invested in Anchor. A couple of her tweets where it was like, I love chaos, right when the price was just plummeting. A couple other things that he's wrote on his Twitter is something like this. I don't want to read that first thing. Banners in my file, and go ahead, see what happens. Pretty much, I don't think Do Kwon's really the best guy, best type of person. He's still poor. He just comes off as arrogant and cocky. And now this is actually a really crazy example of him.
Couple of clips from interviews that
How many of these companies you think are entering the space just because it's hot and there's a lot of funding versus the ones that will
now listen to how it responds to this question.
2 to 5 years later?
95% are gonna die.
Yeah.
95% are going to die. Yeah. Yeah, there's also entertainment for watching companies die too.
So it's kind of like karma. It really is kind of karma. Even though it screws us over, I didn't want him to fail. I don't want anybody to fail. But this guy wasn't necessarily the nicest guy. And that's just the way I want to put it. All right. Long story short. Okay. But there's a whole bunch of proposals out there on the actual Anchor blogs that you can vote for to see how to move forward with it. And like I said, guys, I highly recommend that you do check those out. You choose, follow up on those proposals, and you vote for what you think is best. But hey guys, I don't make this video too long. I just want to show you guys an example of some crazy market manipulation that happened here with Terra. Absolutely wild. And I don't think it could recover. Well, yeah, it really can't. At the point when it's that dead, it really can't. And to kind of further drive my point, I want to say, let me go back to Luna real quick. 0.00019. Guys, this was at 100 before. That's crazy. Circulating supply, it's in the trillions. 6 trillion Luna. Wow. It's what I'm trying to say is I don't think Terra's will come back. And this market manipulation has been, we've always had this, and this is just one of those points where it really becomes visible again. I remember the last time this happened, it happened with like GameStop. Remember when all those people on Reddit, they bought GameStop. All those major bank corporations literally had to tell Robinhood to stop allowing trading on GameStop, because what they originally wanted to do was they originally wanted to bankrupt GameStop, but the community saved it. Another example, market manipulation. Market manipulation is there, everybody. It's truly there. There's not much we can really do about it. We just got to be aware. I mean, there's definitely things that we can do about it, but it's there, and this is how it's going to be. Personally, I love crypto. I hope this doesn't happen again, and I hope to teach us a valuable lesson on how to move forward with projects. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Hope this helped. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.